Hey guys, welcome to our explainer for today. We're talking directly to all you 10-year-olds out there about, well, a giant secret. Did you know you actually have a real-life superpower? You totally do. It's the power of your voice. Today, we're going to explore how every single time you speak, you're literally using this superpower to change the world right around you.
So, I want you to really picture this with me for a second. Imagine that every single time you open your mouth to talk, you aren't just making sounds. Imagine that invisible magic seeds are falling right out of your mouth and landing in the dirt. Plop, 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 right? Whether you're whispering to a friend, shouting on the playground, or answering a question at the dinner table, you are planting something completely real. What kind of plant is going to grow from those seeds? Well, that's exactly what we're going to figure out today.
Okay, let's dive right into this devotional. A devotional is basically a short, really powerful piece of writing meant to be read every day. It helps people practice their faith, think about their choices, and honestly, just be better humans. And the amazing thing is, the one we're looking at today was written way back in 1904. It's called The Harvest of Gracious Speech. And you know what? Even though it's well over 100 years old, its message about our magic word seeds is just as true today as it was back then.
The magic of words.
Our devotional starts off by telling us a giant secret. The talent of speech was given to us as a gift to help everyone around us. Your voice is meant to be a tool that actually helps people. It uses a really famous, kind of old-fashioned quote from the Bible. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Salt? Like on French fries? Yes, exactly like that. Think about what salt does to food. It makes it taste way better. It brings out all the flavor. So when the devotional says our words should be seasoned with salt, it means we should be adding flavor, goodness, and grace to every single conversation we have.
And think about this comparison because it brilliantly illustrates the choice we have every single day. On one side, we have pleasant, cheery words, and the absolute best part about them? They don't cost a penny more than being moody. They are completely free to give away. On the flip side, we have sharp words. The devotional gives us a really serious warning here. Sharp words actually wound and bruise the soul. Just like you can get a nasty purple bruise on your knee from falling off your bike, harsh words leave invisible bruises on the inside of the people we talk to.
Section 2. Planting your seeds.
Now this is where we stepped into the core idea of our explainer today, the garden of words. Because remember those magic seeds we talked about earlier? It's time to see how they actually grow. Here are the official rules of the word garden, straight from our 1904 text. First up, day by day, we are sowing seeds for our future harvest. Second, and guys, this is a really big one, even the words we speak carelessly and completely forget about, yeah, they still grow. They're planted right into the soil of our listeners' minds. And third, we harvest exactly what we plant. There are zero shortcuts in the word garden.
So, what exactly are you planting? The text compares this whole thing to farming. If you sow seeds of loving, gentle words, it's like you're planting wheat. And that wheat will grow up and bring you rich, awesome returns. But if you plant even one unkind, harsh word, it's literally like planting a weed. The text actually calls them tares. That harsh seed finds soil in the mind of the person listening, it springs up, and suddenly, bam! You've got a field full of prickly weeds.
Section 3. Sunshine or storm clouds.
Now, the writer of this devotional completely gets that life isn't always easy. We all have difficult days, for sure. Everyone has grievances, disappointments, and just tough stuff they have to wrestle with. Sometimes you wake up and it just feels like a giant storm cloud is hovering right over your head. But here's the big challenge the devotional gives us. Even when things are tough, will you choose to bring sunshine instead of gloom? Will you choose to be a helper? The amazing secret here is that when you choose to speak words that help and bless other people, those words act kind of like a boomerang. The text promises that speaking kind words will be just as much of a blessing to you as it is to the person you're talking to. You bring them sunshine, and suddenly, you're standing right in the sun too.
Section 4. The invisible helpers. Okay, this gets into some really fascinating spiritual stuff described in our source text. It turns out, when we're just talking in our living rooms or hanging out at the kitchen table, we aren't actually alone. The devotional tells us that angels are actually attracted to homes where kids and parents speak pleasant words. Imagine that for a second. Strong, masculine humans with grand wings bringing peace, just hanging out in your house because they absolutely love the vibe. But the text is also very clear. Angels are not attracted to a home where discord, which basically means arguing and fighting, rules the day. They want to be in a home filled with sunshine and joy.
But there's another side to this invisible reality. The enemy, Satan,
often pictured as a wicked-faced figure, will actively try to tempt you to speak sharply. He really wants you to complain, whine, and argue. But the devotional gives us a strict command here: do not yield. Seriously, do not speak a single word that gives the enemy an advantage in your home. You have to guard your words like a superhero guarding a vault.
Section 5. Growing your joy garden.
Let's bring all of this together by looking at the amazing harvest we get to enjoy when we successfully guard our words and choose to be sunshine makers. Notice this incredibly ancient rule quoted from Galatians 6:7. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. It basically means you always get back what you put out into the world. If you put out goodness, you get a harvest of goodness. You are the head gardener of your own life.
And the devotional makes this incredible promise about your good words. The harvest is 100% sure. Unlike a real vegetable garden that might get ruined by a sudden cold frost or, eaten by hungry bugs, the text actually calls them palmer worms. The joy that grows from your kind words is totally invincible. Absolutely nothing can destroy the good you do when you speak with grace. So, the crucial point is knowing how to actually do this in real life, especially when you feel a fight bubbling up at home. The devotional tells us to guard our words and allow zero fault-finding. Practically, you can do this in 3 easy steps. First, stop and think before you speak. Second, if you feel a sharp word on your tongue, just swallow it. Seriously, don't let that weed out. And third, replace it by purposely speaking a sunny, pleasant word instead.
Which leaves us with one final, incredibly important question to think about as we wrap up our explainer today. Every single time you open your mouth, those seeds are falling. So, what kind of garden will you plant today? Will it be a field of prickly weeds or a massive, beautiful garden full of sunshine and joy? The choice is entirely up to you and your magical voice. Thanks so much for joining this explainer, and happy planting.